Hi Gemini, welcome back to the channel. So this is a reading for all Gemini placements. Just a quick message regarding scammers on YouTube. So for any readings or sessions that you want, please go to my website. Please contact me through there. The link's in the description box. Do not accept any messages that seem to come from me because they won't be. So please don't get scammed, okay? Just only make contact through the website and you'll be safe. Okay, so I wanted to start with a few channel messages today. The first one was, it's not what you know, it's what you do with what you know. And the other way of saying that is to know and not do is to not yet know. So as Geminis, I know this, being a Gemini sun myself, we can gain and accrue a lot of knowledge and wisdom over time. But a lot of, for Geminis, it's very common that it will stay in the mind and we'll find it harder to ground that, depending on what the rest of our placements are. So this message is about, well, what are we actually going to do with that gnosis, that knowledge, that wisdom? How do we give that into the world in a healthy, useful way, rather than keeping it all up there in the clouds? So I drew a card on this one, which was the Hierophant. So you are learning in some way to teach how to do this, either to yourself, to find a way to bring this through, or you're teaching other people in some capacity. So it's about taking this knowledge, this wisdom, and you're finding a conduit, a route to bring that into the world in a useful way. Okay, the clarifier on that was from a different deck, was around fears. So yes, working through a lot of fears to get to that point where you are able to bring through some of that knowledge in a useful way and ground it. It's a fearful process, yes, but it gets easier the more that you do it. Okay, so the next channeled message was hiding you hurts you. So again, it's because of these fears, it's easy to go into a space of, well, I won't show myself because it's safer. But, in terms of our soul mission and our purpose in this world, that can actually end up stifling us and causing us a lot of difficulty, especially as time goes on. So we have to find a way to bring that out, to channel that and bring that into the world, so that we start living more of our purpose, more of our truth, rather than it all being bottled up. Okay, so the card with this one was King of Wands. So this is the King of Wands is thought leadership. Okay, so there's something or a number of things that you're able to show or to give, where you're seen as the leader. You're seen as somebody that can offer something of value, and you're able to bring that out rather than holding it in. So, you have the power, basically, is what this is saying. And you've been for quite some time getting to the point in your life journey to find that power and to express it. So the clarifier on this one was regrets. So yes, obviously, the more time that passes, we can have some regrets, which is tied in with the fear stuff we were just talking about as well. So yes, okay, working through those regrets and letting them go, but that's very human. And the important thing is, when you step into that leadership space, the more you do it, and the more you show up, the easier that process is going to get. The other channel message I got was the pain that you experience in this life eventually becomes your gift. Or a series of gifts, depending on what's happened. So, nearly all of us were born into this world. We go through childhood, we experience trauma, and obviously pain. Most of us, unless we come for an easy ride, but that's very few of us. And over time, we start to learn and discover through all these different life experiences that whatever the pain was, it actually starts to become our gift. So for me, it was about emotional suppression, emotional deprivation, not being able to express how I felt, not being able to express my truth, and as a Gemini, that's massively stifling when you can't do that. But blessing in a way, you do start to see it as that, and you are starting to see it as that, is that this pain that you've experienced, this trauma that you've experienced, is actually now starting to become a gift at this point in your life. So, hooray for that. That's massive. And this is saying you're starting to feel some of that now. It's not been easy, but you are definitely making progress, and you're walking through like a portal right now, a big one, where that expression of that gift or number of gifts in some way is starting to come through. So the card I got for this one was the Six of Pentacles. So look at what he's doing there, right? So he's able to give his gifts to these people in some way, and he feels great about it. It's like, finally, I can do this, and these people are appreciating that. And this feels like it's part of my path, and I'm really grateful that I'm able to give something, and it's been a long time coming. I'm doing it in a balanced way there with the scales, but actually here I am, and it feels good to give. It feels good to give something, So actually, what a great position to be in, after going through so much to get to that point. Okay, and a clarifying card there is karma. So working through karmic cycles, karmic processes, after all the lifetimes, all of the work that you've done, and the karma is kind of starting to pay out as a result of all of the work that you've done. So some really big messages there for you, Gemini. I hope that you found those helpful. And if you like what you've seen, then please do like, all right? And obviously subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of content. I do these readings most days. There's also sessions that you can get with me. So there's options for you. All right. So, look after yourself, and I'll catch you on the next one.